Hello, this is Diane. My flea market finally opened. And you might as well say that I went to two flea markets today because it's really one flea market, but it's at a racetrack. And it's in a couple of barns. So you go through one barn with many, many, many vendors and lots of stuff to look at. And you pay for what you purchase in that, or what you pick out in that barn. And then you go out into the other barn and you pay for everything that you picked up in that barn. So there's so much stuff in both of the barns that it's just like going to two flea markets. And in between the barns is a lot of furniture and stuff. So anyway, I'm kind of embarrassed to show you how much stuff I found, but I like to have a record of my excursions and what I picked up, so I'm going to video everything that I bought. And I have to consider it an investment also. Of course, I'm going to make journals out of a lot of it and sell the journals, but also I purchased things that I will be able to list in the shop as supplies for you to use in your journals. So, without any further ado, let's start with the books. And I'm going to have to break the books up into a couple of sections. I bought so many books. So the first section I'm going to show you is domestic books, like cooking and crafts and things like that. So I've been thinking of Gina Johnson's books from the Rebookery, and her, what does she call them? Oh, I can't remember what she called them. I just had it in my head too. But I figured the best way for me to get one of those books is to make one myself, and I can make it in my own style, but heavily influenced by Gina's style. As soon as I think of the name of that series, I will let you know. Homebodies. And as I mentioned before, I am a homebody, and I love all the domestic stuff, so I really want a homebodies type of book. So that's what I had in mind with most of these books I'm going to show you. I thought this would be such a cute little one. This one measures not quite 6 by 8. And it's just so cute and vintage looking. 1954. No wonder it's vintage looking. And it's by General Mills. And look at the pictures. I've already pulled pages for a set of pages, book pages that you can purchase. I haven't listed them yet, but I've already pulled them from cookbooks, so I'm going to be adding to those sets with some of these pages out in the books I'm going to show you. So here's one that I love this book. I saw another one in the second barn, and I would have gotten them both, but the second one was in really, really rough shape, so I just got this one. Then we have this one. I don't know what it means, but it's obviously a lady in her kitchen cooking. Isn't that pretty? And it came with this receipt, 1945, Czech translation of the Bohemian American Cookbook. Well, now we know what it is. Isn't that neat? I'm keeping this. It might go in my Homebodies book that I keep for myself. But this is just Czech. Recipes written in Czech. So maybe you'd like to have some Czech recipes in your cookbook pages too, if I add some of those to the books. Then this one was cute. It's called Let's Bake. They had a lot of these little type of books that are usually promotions. This is from Robin Hood Flour. It was only $1, but it's got really cute pictures in it. And I remember when the Robin Hood flour looked like that. Look at that. Wonder what year this is, if it says 1964. This is a really nice cookbook too. I love the plaid. All about home baking. Cakes, cookies, pastries, biscuits, muffins, table service, and party menus. 1933. General Foods. I think there's some color pictures. Maybe I won't take this one apart, but I really like that cover. We'll see. And then I like this one too for $1. 2,000 useful facts about food. So I'll include some of these pages too in the cookbook pages that I'm going to be listing. And here is the book that I think I'm going to turn into my own Homebodies book. Reader's Digest Complete Guide to Needlework. I think I'm going to do a collection of pages that are craft book pages, vintage craft book pages, because I think with the couple that I got today, I might have enough books that I could do that if people are interested in that sort of thing. But I will include some of these pages into the book when I make it, but I really think that I want to keep this book for my own Homebodies book. And this one is nice. Elizabeth David Classics. And look at that gorgeous cover and how thick it is. I will keep the spine intact. French country cooking, Mediterranean food, summer cooking. I thought this would be really nice using vintage fabrics and feed sack fabrics in it and things like that. So I think this is going to be a special book when I get it made. And then I have the Singer Sewing book. I don't think this is vintage. I want to just see. It doesn't look vintage. 1980. Original copyright's 1950, but this was printed in 1980. It's very pristine, but it also had this on it. I didn't look up the date of this one either. I'd say probably 70s or 80s. $79. Okay, Singer Sewing book. I have one of these, and I've taken a lot of pages out of it, and I just took some more out for the kits I'm putting together. And this was only $2. And this one is 1954, it looks like. Yep. I think 1954. So I think this one is older than the one that I have. And Good Housekeeping, new complete book of needlecraft. So I can use the pages from this too in Homebodies books, and I'm not going to call them Homebodies books. That's Gina's thing. I'm not going to take that, but they're going to be definitely influenced by her. But I'll put some of these pages in sets of pages that I sell. I was going to keep an eye out for the 5-ring binders, and I found this. I actually found several of these, but I only got one. And then I found the garden book. I'm hoping I can clean it up, but see how it looks there. Probably won't all come clean. And then I found this one. This one has a paper cover on it instead of this being printed on it. Sorry. It's just a paper cover, and I thought maybe I could Mod Podge it to the cover, but this looks pretty nice too, just like that. So maybe I would just use this inside the book. We'll see. So that's it for the domestic type of books. And also right here on my table, I've got the children's books. So we'll go right into them. I got Nancy Drew, Moonstone Castle Mystery. Bobbsey Twins, Search for the Green Rooster. And this one, I Know a Story, the Wonder Story books. And this one is 1950. This printing. The copyright is 1938. And Number Stories, book 2. This is 1933. Oh, this printing is 34, looks like. So this looks like a little elementary arithmetic book. The New Path to Reading, Book 1. (1929), 1935 is the most recent date on here. And the New Path to Reading primer. Look at that. And this one is 1935 also. This one has been written in and scribbled on. Then I found this book, The Little Reader's First Book. Again, it's a paper cover, but the design is on the hardcover. Good stories selected from John Martin's book. This was given to somebody in 1945 for Christmas. It says, Dean from Grandma, December 25th, 1945. And I paid $3 for it today. There was a little pig, and he wasn't very big. He wasn't half so big as his mother, but this same little pig, though he wasn't very big, was a great deal bigger than his brother. That's cute. So these are all black and white illustrations. Really cute. And then I got some of these. So someone has asked me for a Mary Poppins book. One of my friends has asked me for a Mary Poppins book. I thought I picked up another one, but must be I put it back because it cost too much. But I did get this little one. There was a big one. I think I remember that I put it back because I didn't like the price on it. But this little one, even though it was little, it was $2. But I can use this in the Mary Poppins book for my friend. I love Mary Poppins. And some of these are golden. Most of these are golden, and some are not, but they're about the same size and shape. This is a cute little golden book. Who says that? I just loved that owl. So cute. I don't know how old this is. Not very. 1982. But I love the owl on the cover, and the illustrations inside are beautiful. I'm going to make a little journal out of that. This one is a little golden book, an old one, called Nursery Songs. The spine has been covered up with black tape. Look at how pretty that is. Such pretty pictures. Let me see if I can find a date on it. (1942). And here will be a Christmas journal, the 12 Days of Christmas. This one probably isn't very old, 1992, but I thought it would make a nice Christmas journal. This one looks old, and I love the cover. The Golden Library of Knowledge, Atoms, the Core of All Matter. Isn't that a neat cover? It looks like the 50s. Let's see. And look at that. That's really neat. 59. This is a fun one. Can't wait to make a journal out of that. I have to quit my job so I can just make journals. Little Lost Kitten, a story of Williamsburg in the days of George Washington. A Rand McNally Elf book. Oh, this is all about Williamsburg. That's really nice. I went to Williamsburg a couple of times. It's Roman numerals for the copyright. So I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. This is really fun. Yeah. And the insides are decorated. This is like a page of the book, but it's the inside cover. And this one just has the little thing about Williamsburg. That's nice. I like that. I picked this one up because it was only 50 cents. Probably because there's coloring on it. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten it if I'd seen that. Hopefully I can clean that off. But there's coloring inside it too, with markers and stuff. There. Most of the golden books in this booth were $3 or $4. But when I saw this one was 50 cents, I just grabbed it. Baby animals. 1969. Here's another owl. This was $1.50. Riddles, Riddles from A to Z. This looks like a newer book. 1974. So I guess it still is vintage. I hate to say that because I was in high school in 1974. I guess I have to admit that I'm vintage. Let's play Nurse and Doctor. $19.53. It's not a golden book. Treasure Books Parade. Treasure Books. Very similar to golden books. I like the illustrations. I love this one. Little Golden Book, Cars. I've never seen this one. It was only $1. 1973. And then this is another Rand McNally elf book. Buddy, the Little Taxi. Again, Roman numerals. Cute. Little Pee-wee, or Now Open the Box. 1934. And The Good Old Days with cats on it. This one is 88. It's a cute little book. And then Country Mouse and City Mouse. The Richard Scarry illustrations, I think. Yeah. 61. It's in good shape for 1961. The Shy Little Kitten. 77. This one is so cute. I don't think I've ever seen it. The Fuzzy Duckling. 82. Original 1949. But look at those cute pictures. Look at that duck. So cute. And this one is, the cover is bent. I don't know if I'll use it, but I like the pictures inside. Look at that. $1 for this, and it's 1961. So, those are the children's books, and I'll be back to show you some more in just a moment.